Good evening and a very warm welcome. Thank you for joining us here on the special broadcast of the Weekend News Hour. I'm Prathibha Chandran. Viewers, there is a fresh twist in the National Herald case which continues to haunt the Gandhi family. After Enforcement Directorate, now the Delhi police has also filed an FIR against Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and 7 others. The high-profile case revolves around how the Congress party and its leaders allegedly abused their position for personal gains. Now, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi were questioned by the Enforcement Directorate in 2022, and now 3 years later, the Economic Offences Wing of the Delhi Police has filed a case. It has been registered on a complaint by the Enforcement Directorate as part of the agency's money laundering probe. Now, this has led to political reactions that have been coming in as well, with the Congress party yet again going on to say that this is nothing but political vendettas, that the case is going to fall flat. The Delhi police FIR has named the Gandhis, both Rahul Gandhi as well as Sonia Gandhi. In fact, the Congress leaders Suman Dubey and Sam Pitroda, entities like the Young Indian and Dotex Merchandise Limited, the promoter Sunil Bhandari, Associated Journal Limited and others as well, all of them being named in the FIR. The accusation is that of criminal conspiracy, misappropriation of property and cheating. The complaint has been filed by the Enforcement Directorate, who in the past have also accused the Congress party of entering into a conspiracy in 2010 to allegedly usurp 2,000 crore rupees of AJL's assets for just 50 lakh rupees. Meanwhile, the BJP has hit out at the Gandhi family, saying that the law is finally catching up on them. Corruption is in their DNA and that they must answer why they looted freedom fighters' money. Listen in to the political war of words.
जो दिल्ली पुलिस ने एफआईआर फाइल किया है उसमें सोनिया जी और राहुल गांधी के खिलाफ 120B क्रिमिनल कॉन्स्पिरेसी और 420 का भी आरोप लगाया गया है। कांग्रेस पार्टी जो बेबुनियाद झूठे आरोप लगा रही है उसको हम उसकी बहुत भर्त्सना करते हैं।
INC means I need corruption. After stealing thousands of crores of property belonging to the freedom fighters by creating a special purpose vehicle called Young Indians, then they will play the victimhood card. This is a classic case of Zameen Chori.
The National Herald case is not a witch hunt, and if the FIR accuses the Gandhis of conspiring to acquire these assets through Young Indian, the Gandhis who hold 76% stake in the company, they should come out and express their case.
कांग्रेस पार्टी एक भ्रष्टाचार की पार्टी है। आज गांधी वाड्रा परिवार को जवाब देना चाहिए कि फ्रीडम फाइटर्स की भूमि को लूटकर, उनके एसेट्स को लूटकर उन्होंने अपनी निजी संपत्ति आगे क्यों बढ़ाई। देश की जनता के सामने राहुल गांधी और सोनिया गांधी प्राइमा फेसी भ्रष्ट साबित हो चुके हैं।
Now, the Congress party, on the other hand, says that there is no evidence yet of any money laundering, and neither any money nor any property has in fact moved in the first place. And they claim that the Gandhis are not receiving any dividends or profits and are falsely being accused of money laundering because of political vendetta.
This is an infractuous and fictitious FIR. No line transaction has taken place. There is no line in name of Sonia ji and Rahul Gandhi ji.
അവർ എത്ര കേസ് എടുത്താലും ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു ചുക്കില്ല. രാഹുൽ ഗാന്ധിയുടെ മെമ്പർഷിപ്പ് പോലും എടുത്ത് കളഞ്ഞല്ലോ കേസിന്റെ പേരിൽ. ഇലക്ഷൻ കമ്മീഷൻ, CBI, ED ഈ പറയുന്ന എല്ലാ ഏജൻസികളെയും വെച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ജനാധിപത്യം കംപ്ലീറ്റ് കശാപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സമീപനമാണ് നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഈ കേസ് കൊണ്ട് പീഡിപ്പിക്കേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല. ഞങ്ങൾ ഒരുപാട് കേസ് കണ്ടതാണ്.
एक चक्र चल रहा है वेंडेटा पॉलिटिक्स का। 11 वर्षों में वेंडेटा पॉलिटिक्स ने एक नई शक्ल अख्तियार कर ली है। मैं तो सिर्फ इतना कहूंगा कि ईश्वर सत्ता प्रतिष्ठान को इतनी विजडम दे कि वो सोचे कि ये इस तरह की राजनीति अवसान की ओर जा रही है।
So is this actually a case of political vendetta, or is there some law catching up on the Gandhis? Let's open this up, discuss it this evening. Sanju Verma, BJP National Spokesperson, joins us on the broadcast. R. Rajagopal, and senior journalist on the broadcast with us, and so is Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, Imran Ahmed Ali, lawyer and political analyst. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Tehseen Poonawala, the first question to you on why the Samvidhan saviors, the Congress party says they are here to save the Samvidhan, and yet when the law is followed, when there is an investigation, the Congress party is the first one to say that this is political vendetta.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. Good evening to you, to all my fellow panelists, Prathibha, and to all the Times Now viewers. This actually proves what I've been saying on Times Now time and again, and just get out all the clips with Navika. What I've been saying is, look, a private complaint cannot be entertained. So there is no predicate offense. To go around that, what they did was they filed this under 66(2) of the PMLA Act. Now, PMLA Act does not allow for private complaints. So what they did, in 2018, they passed a finance bill. In the finance bill, because the finance bill doesn't go to Rajya Sabha, then they didn't have the numbers in the Rajya Sabha. They got this under the Finance Act. They passed this bill only to allow for this FIR. Now, all along on Times Now, and you get all the clips out of mine with Navika or with any of the other anchors, and I've asked, show me the FIR. They had no FIR. They did this under PMLA 66(2). They, as I said, they got this through the Rajya Sabha finance bill. They bulldozed it. Today, they've had to file this FIR. Because for me to quash it, when I go to court...
So then what you're waiting for has happened. Now we have the FIR.
Exactly. Now just bear with me for a minute. So now I will be able to quash it. A great lawyer like Imran will in 1 second get it quashed. But I'll give you one, but just ask me one thing. Since 2012, there was an offense as per the BJP. It took them 15 or 13 years now to file an FIR. That itself shows that they have nothing. Now the second thing that the BJP says, and I'll end here. They said, look, land has been sold, buildings have been sold, but those buildings are lying right there. You can either be pregnant or not pregnant. You can't be half pregnant. Either the Gandhis went and sold Imran that land, sold Rajagopal ji that land, sold Sanju that land, or they didn't sell it. Then the land is as it is. It is government land, government property. You can't sell it. So anything that the BJP comes up with, and to circumvent this, because this got thrown out of court, they've now filed this FIR. But I'm glad this will get quashed now in court. None of this will get quashed in.
Prathibha. Okay, then why is it that up until now nothing has been quashed in the court? High Court has come out to say that the case evidences a criminal intent. Okay, so it was waiting. The court is waiting for the FIR to be filed in the case. Sanju Verma, no case yet. Okay, both are anti-constitution. Both the things that are currently haunting the Gandhis of Congress in particular, Sanju Verma.
Prathibha, I don't want to beat around the bush and get into technicalities, which Tehseen is trying to do. He's making a valiant attempt, but unfortunately his attempt has failed miserably. Very quickly, your viewers need to know this. An interest-free loan of 90.25 crore was given by the Congress party to AJL. The first mistake was that Congress party says we run on the basis of public donations. Public ka paisa was given via an interest-free loan to the Congress party in violation of Representation of People's Act 1950-51. The second violation, instead of paying up that interest-free loan, the Gandhis actually converted the loan into equity of another company called Young Indian. The second violation, converting loan into equity without holding an AGM or an EGM, is violation of Section 13 of the Companies Act 1956 and Companies Act 2013. The third violation, the Gandhis said, we will pay back the 90.25 crore, but we don't have that much money. Hum sirf 50 lakh denge. The Gandhis decided to pay 50 lakh rupees, but guess what? Even that 50 lakh rupees was a book entry which was done via a shell company called Dotex Merchandise Private Limited. So basically 50 lakh bhi nahi diye, pura ka pura 90 crore bhi gaban ho gaya, and by paying just a book entry of 50 lakh rupees, the Gandhis usurped assets of 2,000 crore plus, buying prime property in Panchkula, Gurugram, Mumbai, Nagpur, Delhi, Pune, what have you. So the most important case here is that Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi used public money for profiteering privately. And my final point, I will end by saying this. This is a money laundering case. And I'm sure Tehseen would love to read the judgment of July 2023 by the Supreme Court, when Abhishek Manu Singhvi on behalf of 27 opposition parties went to the Supreme Court saying, oh, ED is being weaponized, Modi Sarkar hame intimidate kar rahi hai. Abhishek Manu Singhvi's case was dismissed because the Supreme Court said, if you have a specific grievance, come to us. Do not settle your political scores on the floor of the apex court. So my final point is this, that the Enforcement Directorate actually has sweeping powers under Section 19 of the PMLA for search and seizure, but the Enforcement Directorate did not use its suo motu powers. Under Section 45 of the PMLA, an offence is automatically non-bailable and cognizable. Still, the Gandhis are out on bail. So for anyone to say that the Gandhis are being demonized by the Modi government, which is what Jairam Ramesh said today in a post on X, that is a whole lot of balderdash. आप राहुल गांधी हो तो आप कानून से ऊपर नहीं हो, आप सोनिया गांधी हो तो आप कानून से ऊपर नहीं है, इतना समझ जाइए.
Okay, 1 minute. I'll just take a minute.
You know, on the issue of the Supreme Court, though, the Supreme Court has also on occasions questioned the Enforcement Directorate as well, saying on occasions that you can't be behaving like criminals. I'll come back to you, Tehseen, in just a moment. I want to bring in Mr. Imran as well. You know, it's a money laundering case. Both Rahul Gandhi as well as Sonia Gandhi have been directors of the company as well. So are the Gandhis above law? Why is it that if law takes its course, the Congress party comes out and says that it is political vendetta, that this is a case that has just been made up?
Okay, first, nobody is above the law, neither the Gandhis, neither the previous government, neither the current government, neither the current government's nephews, children, etc. Let me come down to a few facts, and I have to say one thing. The problem with coming after Tehseen is that he uses up your best points and then you're left with nothing. However, I will still try and explain the situation here. Young Indians is a not-for-profit, which means that it cannot divide and it cannot distribute profits, it cannot give dividends. First, give me a plain and simple answer. The lady who went before me said that the Gandhis using the funds have bought assets in Panchkula, etc., etc. First, how did the young Indians, where is the proof that the young Indians gave a profit or dividend, and with that money the Gandhis have bought whatever she claimed? Second, this is a share transfer. The properties, lands, buildings of the AJL still exist with the AJL. Now, where have those, and she also said a very interesting thing. She said assets could have been attached. Ma'am, please go into the record and see how many hundreds of crores of properties in terms of value have been attached or not. Third, the PMLA can only be invoked, as Tehseen rightly said, in scheduled offences. First, where is the proof of that? A normal, simple understanding of criminal law will say that the challan, the final report, which is supplied or which is presented by the police, in this case would be the ED. There is a specific provision of law which gives you the provision for additional offences or a supplementary challan. Why is a new FIR altogether? Now here we need to consider same accused, same transaction, same loan, same everything. However, a new set of allegations, a new FIR is being brought about to circumvent and understand one thing. This is a sub judice matter which is in the court of law.
So Sanjay Verma, does the enforcement does not have a strong case in its hands? Why 8 years for a case to be filed?
One thing. One more thing. Hello? Another thing.
Okay, let him
loan
finish.
to equity was properly sanctioned by the board. Now, where is the violation here? Yes, now you can go on.
Can I come in? Yes. You know, let me just say one thing. Scheduled offences.
Where is the violation? Is there no case at all with the ED?
Can I come in? You know, please. Now, I did not heckle. I don't know who's the gentleman.
Yes, Sanju Verma.
Yes. Prathibha, you know, the audience is very smart. Ye कहना हो scheduled offences versus supplementary challan versus assets were attached or not versus where is the proof that Panchkula mein asset kharide? Please listen to this. The moot point is this. Orchestrating a scheme through Young Indian to take over AJL's 2,000 crore worth of assets for a mere 50 lakh rupees, liable under IPC section 120B is what the ED has said. Then inducing AJL to transfer 99% shares to Young Indian at undervalued prices, causing wrongful loss to AJL and gain to Young Indian, liable under section 420 of IPC. As young Indian directors, Rahul appointed in 2010, Sonia Gandhi in 2011, they misused their fiduciary duties to usurp assets liable under IPC section 406. And my final point, diverting AJL's real estate, example the Herald House in New Delhi, for personal benefit via young Indian, liable under IPC section 403. And ED has attached 661 crore worth of assets in 2019, citing undervaluation, and converting 90.25 crore so-called interest-free loan, which is proceeds of crime, into equity without an AGM, EGM, is not only liable as a cognizable offence under PMLA, but violation of basic provisions of Companies Act. And my final point, when AJL started, it had 5,000 shareholders. In 2010, Prathibha, you'll be surprised to know very quickly, the Congress party filed 2 petitions in court. One petition said, now AJL shareholders are 1057. There is another petition which said, no, AJL's shareholders are only 761. तब लोगों ने पूछा, where are the missing 296 shareholders? You guys don't even know how many shareholders are there in AJL. और आप टीवी पर आकर enforcement directorate को ज्ञान दे रहे हो. Please learn to, take with bucketfuls of salt the fact that the Gandhis have not covered themselves in glory. Stop demonizing the institutions of this country because Gandhis are not honest. वो कोई दूध के दूधे हुए नहीं है.
Then can I reply, Prathibha? Sanju has made fabulous points, except 3 mistakes. Not one shareholder of AJL, not one shareholder has objected. On TV, 2 or 3 made some points. In court of law, there have been 3 public notices. Any objection to the AJL, not one. As many shareholders have objected to this transfer as the most honorable Prime Minister's press conference is 0. Now let's go to the second point. Sanju said, look, the political party is not allowed to give any money. 2018, this matter went to the Election Commission of India. The Election Commission upheld that the Congress has the right to give it. So Sanju's next point is why debt to equity is a criminal offence. Okay, if debt to equity is a criminal offence, Prathibha, I want you to hear this. The most honorable government today converted its debt to Aditya Birla Group, Idea Vodafone, into equity. ये crime हो गया. वो ना भी equity किया. चौथा offence. Sanju, last slide. चौथा. Shell company से पैसा है, Shell company से Goenka's Shell company, तो कीजिए Goenka को arrest. You are not arresting the person whose company it is. Can I come in here, Prathibha? Shell company is running it, so Goenka company. Arrest him. I am telling you, it's a Goenka company.
Yes, Sanju will respond.
It's a Shell entry. Arrest
him. Prathibha, Tehseen has this, fantastic ability to compare apples with watermelons. I have been an investment banker for donkey's years. I'm a trained economist. And I'm sure nobody on the panel is. So let me say one thing, Tehseen. Converting loan into equity, debt into equity, this is routine. Mergers and acquisitions are routine. Please now keep quiet and listen. What is not routine? Now keep quiet. Listen, I did not heckle you. What is not routine is that an interest-free loan is converted into equity without a basic EGM, without a basic AGM. And do you know something, Prathibha? The last board meeting of AJL was held in 2016. The last board meeting of Young Indian was held in 2017. अरे 8 सालों तक Young Indian ने board meeting नहीं की, and you are sitting here and talking about companies law, and Sonia and Rahul own 76%. You're saying इनका कोई कसूर ही नहीं है? They are now trying to put the entire blame on poor Motilal Vora, who's no longer alive to defend himself. They are pinning the blame on Oscar Fernandez. They are pinning the blame on
yes. Let me bring in Mr. Rajagopal in here. No papers were published, and when the Enforcement Directorate went to raid the office, there were no employees there as well. Mr. Rajagopal, and my apologies, for coming to you so late in the show. But there are 2 sides of it. One where they say there's no case at all. If there is evidence, why not arrest the Gandhis? It has dragged on for years together with no action taken.
Tehseen is my good friend. He should not get offended. I put one caveat before that. My point is, tomorrow if Delhi police issues a summon, will Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi appear before it or not? and they should not create any violence as they put the cycle tire and tractor tires fire when Rahul Gandhi went to ED office. No violence. My point is the district court, ED court, High Court, Supreme Court, all considered the legal points which my previous two advocates have put forth before them. Supreme Court did not give relief to Madam Sonia Gandhi.
Yes.
In 2012, 13, 14, 15. And it is not the case by the India government, it is by the UP government. Their own government put the case against their own leader. Now coming to the point, it is political. It is Ma Beta Bachao Andolan chal raha hai. High time Mr. Rahul Gandhi, Madam Sonia Gandhi should submit before the Delhi police. If they want to have some sort of legal scrutiny, if they want to take them into custody, because the next stage is that if they don't take them into custody, I will question Sanju Verma, why are you delaying it? Why do your government is scared of asking them? Bihar election is over. Everything is over. Now, why should government, Ravi Shankar Prasad in 2013 released a book called Damasri. 15 years had passed. Now no action has been taken. Public are all wanting. Are you going to arrest Madam Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi or not? Because bar, Supreme Court, High Court, Supreme Court, High Court, Supreme Court, High Court. My point is, Mr. Rahul Gandhi should submit before the law and government should take a final call. Are you going to bring the truth or not? Sanju Verma should answer.
So has the process become the punishment, Tehseen?
Not
You're
punishment.
saying there is no case to it at all, or do you think now action could be taken? FIR now?
It's not a punishment. It is a fraud on the legal fraternity. You right hand gives to left hand takes it to right hand. What is this? Mother and son taking the money.
So Tehseen, no relief from the court. You're saying now that the FIR has been filed, there will soon be relief for the Gandhis and the entire case will end.
Yeah, it'll get quashed because they proceeded on an entire investigation without an FIR. Can you imagine? Like I said, you're pregnant or not pregnant, you can't be half pregnant. Now, this idea, and see, Rajgopalan ji said that, okay, this right hand gave the left hand. AJL gave the Young India. If you just read the first line of the objectives of Young India, the first line of the objectives of Young India, not in the second line, and Rajgopalan ji is a vociferous reader. When I'm in parliament, he will cover me. The first line of Young India says, the first line of Young India says that you can't transfer assets. Pune, sir. The first line says that you cannot transfer assets. First line of it, Young India cannot transfer any assets of AGL. First line padna hai. The first line. When you can't transfer, not for profit company, as Imran said, you can't take dividend.
Sanju Verma, 30 seconds, please respond and we need to wrap up.
You know, Prathibha, I just want to say one thing. Section 25 ke tahat aati hai Young Indian. This is what Congress Darbari ecosystem has been saying again and again. I've done a zillion debates on your channel. This was earlier called Section 8 under the Companies Act. Do you know something? You are liable to get benefits under Section 25 as a non-profit organization provided you do some charitable work. Has Young Indian constructed schools, colleges, NGOs, hospitals, help the poor, help disabled children? नहीं, कुछ नहीं किया. एक धेले भर का नए पैसे का charitable काम नहीं किया, but you want to be calling yourself as a Section 25 not-for-profit company. आप किसकी आंखों में धूल झोंकने की कोशिश कर रहे हो?
Okay.
May I reply to one line?
No, you're not fooling anybody, Tehseen.
Okay, all right. We'll have to leave it at that. My sincere apologies to the distinguished panel that joined us. A lot more to debate, but I'm sure in the coming days as well, we'll have a lot more to discuss on that. The FIR has just been filed. Let's see whether it's going to be quashed or whether action will be taken. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. Slipping into a quick break here, but viewers, don't go anywhere. What's happening in Karnataka? That's the other big headache for the Gandhis, and we break it down for you after this quick break.
The News Hour.